Well, my free speech has been taken away. They wouldn't upload my last two videos. And I was talking about why I don't agree with the perversion law. What happened to me. They wouldn't let me upload. Must be there's a bunch of fags monitoring these things, and they won't let somebody who's talking against homosexuality be published because it said upload failed. There was no reason why it would fail except for their opinion. And I think it's homosexual opinion because I made a statement that homosexuals are loved by God. The only thing he doesn't like is the pickle smooching or the quiver licking. There's no sex in heaven, people. And now this will probably, I'm going to keep it short just to make a point. I want to make a point to myself too, because I'm keeping a copy of this on another phone, another computer too. I'll keep a copy of this and then I'll say, this is what I've been discriminated against. I fought a war. I'm a decorated war veteran. I can't express my opinion about homosexuals going into orphanages and adopting children and then coming home with them and having sex with them and making films and selling them on the market. Making big money, too. And they get caught. The judge gives them 100 years apiece. I go, oh, great, man. I'm going to get to be in jail all that time with all them horny men. Oh, man, I went to heaven hell. Yeah, that's what it is. To a fag, going to jail is like going to heaven hell. All them horny men in there. So they'll get a child, adopt it, and bring it home, get caught, so they can get into prison. They have to go to jail. And you can't just go to jail. You can't go down and do something, break the law or something like that, and go to jail. It's not that easy. Get off for good behavior. Oh, man. You know, what is really ticking me off is arbitration. Because I got ripped on it. Over a Bible, too. PayPal was involved. No tracking, nothing. No tracking slip, nothing. Took my $40. They arbitrated, said they sent me the Bible. I owed them the money, and that was it. And PayPal hung up on me. And the second time I called back for the tracking slip, PayPal says, you didn't make any order from here. Yet they just negotiated for me an arbitration for my Bible. I didn't get it. It was an Aramaic Bible written in English. Translation showed you the Arabic. I wanted to see what Arabics, how they spoke, you know, what different words meant different things, you know. I was curious. $40. So I went through PayPal. I got it. It was on my credit card. I got a record of it. Second time I called back for a tracking slip, this is you never made an order here for a Bible. When they just negotiated an arbitration for me. And what's going on? Where are these companies coming from? They're coming in the United States and just hoodwinking everybody. You can't take them to court anymore because it's all arbitration. And if you don't start an arbitration with them, go someplace else, you squeaky wheel. The squeaky wheel. Get him out of here. We don't care. We got 5 million of them. Let him go. And that's just exactly what they do, people. And they rip you off, and you don't have a voice anymore. Took your rights away. With arbitration, you don't have a right in court. Get your money back. Man, are we going to sleep through all this and just wake up being in some jail somewhere behind bars as a slave or something? That's what's going to happen with this new thing that's coming out now. Elon Musk has got this something for What is it called? Jeepers, I just had it on my head. It is an AI. And like Roke or something. Roke 4. I can't call it. I'm getting tired. What time is it? 12 o'clock at night? I just learned that I got to turn my TV off. I can't go to sleep with the TV on because there's a thing, the number one worst thing to do is leave your TV on or your phones next to your head at night, your cell phones. Those are the two main things that you don't want to do because the TV affects your eyes, your light, and all that other stuff, and it affects your sleep, keep you up all night long. And these screens are launching pads for demons. Believe me, look at them right now. They're black, right? You turn them on, tune into a planet. How about a pornography planet? You tune into that and you get in and you get into it. Oh, you're getting it. Oh, yeah, and you start desiring it. Once you desire it, the demons, it opens the door for the demons, and they just shoot into you. Just like that. And you're possessed. Nothing you can do about it. You broke the law, man. You committed mortal sin by going to those porn stations and joining them. And that phone number that you gave them, too, is another trap for some child. Because you'll turn your phone back in, and that phone number will go up on the shelf, and then daddy will want to buy his boy a phone. You know, he's going from 6th grade into 7th grade now. He's got to have a phone for junior high school, you know. You got to look cool with all of his buddies. So he gets in there, and he gets a new phone and a new phone number. And he can watch his cartoons or play his games and all that stuff on it. And what does he got to do? Well, what happens is he finds out that that phone number has been compromised by a porn place because they have made an agreement that they can send their advertisements to that phone number, no matter who that phone number is, who's the owner of it. Because this guy ain't going to tell the phone company, well, I am a member of the porn, so call them up because tell them to take this number off their list. They don't. They've got that number, the porn people have that. So when they go for membership drive, and they start sending porn out to the phone numbers they got. And guess who's got that phone number now? Your boy, your son, or your daughter. And they're watching cartoons or playing a game, and right in the middle of it, commercial comes in, and who is it? Some guy and some woman, hitting it, man. And hard, too, and screaming and all that stuff. Showing everything. And this kid's going, so what does he do? I can't take it back to Dad. He'll take my phone away. I'll take my buddies at school. Will go to school. So he goes to school and he shows all his buddies. Oh, look at the boobs on that one. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this and that and that and this. So he just corrupted the whole school. That pervert. The stinking rotten pervert you gave rights to pervert our children. They get off on that stuff. You don't understand. Oh, I'll get the phone numbers on this, and I'll put it in, and whoever gets it, they'll get porn. Yeah. Like they're doing the devil's work and enjoying it. Hey, man, we got to get that pervert law off the books. I'm a child of being molested, and I'm 76 years old, and I still think about it every day. And it's not, it's a, why did I do that? That type of feeling. Young, stupid kid. Didn't even have pubic hair yet. Dang it. That pervert wanted me, if you watch me masturbate, I'll give you 8 quarters. Here I am, penniless, hoping to find a pop bottle so I can go get 5 pieces of bubble gum or something, you know. And I think it was only a penny then. You found a pop bottle and you can get a piece of bubble gum. That's how they got it. The pop bottles get picked up. There was never pop bottles around. All the kids would grab them and take them to the store, you know. Get Tootsie Rolls and stuff. I was big for that. I like $2. I buy all my buddies Tootsie Rolls and ice cream and everything. But the thing is, it's like all of a sudden you got money now, right? And you didn't have any money, and people are looking, where'd you get the money from? Did he get a job? Why didn't he come and pay his bill at the grocery store? Where did he get his money from? Don't know that I'm moving boxes in the back for a quarter. I get perverted to doing it. Now watch me masturbate, I'll give you 8 quarters. Oh, let's masturbate. Oh, okay. Well, you'll see why you watch 8 quarters. And he had all the quarters, too, because he just played pool games with all of his buddies, right? And then I found out what he did. He goes back to his buddies and tells his buddies what he did to me. So they all know now. See what happens? Then so now the rumor goes around. Bill's got something going on there with Nick. Ah, man. He was a war veteran, too. He got shot in the head because he was a pervert. He had to go back to Vietnam to get the poontang. It was only $2. He was a $2 man. $2 whore man. $2, yeah, I could do it for $2. Everything was $2 overseas. You know, walk into a bar. First thing you got to hold your hat, because if one of them chicks grabs your hat, you're after her for the whole night. She's got you all your attention, so she can get her hands pickpocket you and get your money out of your pants. They're good pickpockets too. They even carry razor blades. So you all of a sudden you're going down, you put your pants feel funny, and you go down here. They razor blade your pocket and grab your money out of it. Man, I'm telling you. And the first thing you go in and you go into the bar, what they do to you? They grab you by the crotch, you know. Oh, come on over here and sit with me over here. And they're rubbing it all the while the time. They're trying to make a deal, you know. You want to go someplace, you know. Me, I had my wedding ring on, and I'm pointing at it. And now don't fool with me. I'm married, you know. Yeah, right. Oh, boy. Yeah. I'll tell you something, though. Vietnam straightened my ass out. Came back from there, and I was no longer an atheist, that's for sure. Too many people dying, man. Shit, the first day I was on the gun line, I killed 136 people. The total, with wounded and everything, was 350-something. In one little village that we blew apart. We went into the villages, we go, this is the military zone, you have to get out of here or you're considered the enemy. And the guy's going, what do you mean? I got my 8 kids here, and I got a garden, and I got chickens, and I got a little cabin I built, and I got a garden out in back, and chickens, like he said, he's got a little farm there with 8 kids. Where's he gonna go? They said, you gotta get out of here because of the military zone, and if we come through here and we see you, and we're blowing apart the enemy, and you'll be collateral damage. We had to tell them that. They wouldn't move. Where are they going to go? They're going to give up their little piece of land with their family and their peace and quiet. And nobody's bothering them right now. BC ain't bothering them. They're not being put. This is a military zone. Okay, we'll wait it out. The same thing happened in France and all those other countries during the war. Italy and all of them, they all had occupied dwellings by the armies. Came through, and it wasn't uncommon to have a whole troop of guys eating soup in your living room. You know, they just come and take over. It's like, picture this. You're sitting here like me. You're knocking on the door. I go to the door. Who is it? It's Sheriff's Department. You got a warrant? No, we're out here for a warrant. Okay, so I go down and I open up the door and I look at him. And he's standing there with a Chinese guy, right? And the Chinese guy is representative of the Chinese military. Because China's taken us over, we don't know it yet. They got 1 billion more people than us. They absorbed us and we don't even know it yet. We're all a bunch of dumbasses. All of us should be sitting around or standing around with our thumbs up our ass. Because that's how stupid we are. We let them come in and take all of our everything. Put it on the market, and they had their kids 25 cents an hour. If that. Some got away 10 cents an hour. Buy 10 pieces of bubble gum with that. Work in a factory all day long, 10 cents an hour. Get $1 at the end of the day. They beat us on the market. They had the labor, the child labor, and they stole our patents, didn't pay anything for them. I've probably very few cases that you can probably come up with where they actually did it legitimately, started their own companies. That's what they're doing. All these foreign companies are coming in here now, owned by foreign countries, by a staff from the foreign country, planning everything. They've got their source of income planning in the United States. So they want arbitration because they spend your time in court. There's so many people that get dissatisfied and you don't do it right, they'll take you to court. You got to show up. Costs a chunk of change to do that stuff. And they're overseas, and they won't give you a dime back, people. Very rarely you got to have fraud proof that they're going to rip you. If you can have that proof, they won't rip you. But it's like my situation was, I called up, I said, I paid that for that Bible, I didn't get it. PayPal. And I said, well, we'll investigate it. So they never called me back. It was 30 days or whatever it was went by. And so I called them up and I said, hey, what happened to my Bible? Oh, we called up and negotiated that with them, and they said you owed them the money. They sent you the Bible. And I didn't ask for a tracking slip right then and there. I didn't ask for it. I should have said, well, where was the tracking slip? They sent me the Bible. That would have been a good one to come back with, but I didn't know it until after. I called up for my tracking slip. I called them back. They said, we don't have any order from you for a Bible. You didn't order anything here. I said, you just arbitrated it for me. You told me, they said, they sent me the Bible, I owed them the money, and that was it, period. I said, where's the tracking slip? Oh, you didn't, I didn't say it then the first time. Second time I called back and asked for a tracking slip. Because they knew I had them then, because they wouldn't be able to come up with a tracking slip. I got ripped, and they had to pay me back my $40. PayPal guarantees that. And they chicken out, I'm telling you right now. They hightailed it. I got took for $40 and they split on me. They didn't pay it. Like they said, oh, we'll insure you, back you up. If you get ripped, well, don't worry, it was through us. PayPal. Yeah, right. Just like everybody else. Bunch of lying bastards. Hoodwinking liars. And I'll tell them, because I'm almost in the grave. I don't have to worry about them putting a bullet there. Go ahead. Help me out. I want to get the fuck out of here anyway. Fucking world's so fucked up. It drives me to swear. I try to be holy and everything, try to be a good Christian, and this fucking world is so fucked up it makes you sick. Every time I turn around, somebody's ripping me off for money. Actually taking it from my wallet. Had it on the counter. Trusted everybody, turned my back, went and got something, came back. They went through it, took all my money. What are you doing? I didn't take your money. He's calling me a liar. He's calling me a thief. They're shouting it out. I said, get my stuff out. I'm getting out of here. I spent $6,000 there too. And they ripped me off. I watched them rip the guy in front of me off too for $100 at a counter. They took all of his money. So I can't count that right now. I got too many people here. I'll have to wad it up and take it back to the counter. So I'll go ahead. I trust you. So he wads all up and he goes back to the thing, comes back out and hands him, slip the $100 short. What? I watched him count it out. He wasn't $100 short. He had 12 piles, $100 in each pile. There were 5s and 20s and right? But this guy, the counter says you're $100, 100 even short, right? 100 even. Okay, well, anyways, he gives him the slip. He says, I'm gonna be. He's looking around for a pile of $100 because he had 12 piles, $1,200. He's buying. He was a DJ. He was buying all this stuff, cash. That's how he got paid, cash. $400, 4 hours. He did 3 a weekend. That's $1,200. Every weekend he was at the music store buying equipment to improve his show, because he had a microphone, goes around, does very professional. The guy was, from what I understood. I looked at him, He told me, he had this white hat on, had a big Yankees sign on. He was a DJ. He's supposed to be well known. I don't know who he is. They wouldn't tell me his name. I'll tell you why. They wouldn't tell me his name because they ripped him off for $100. And then they ripped me off for $100. And then when I wanted to know his names, they saw that I made the association that he got ripped off and I got ripped off. Now we're 2 of us going to tell the manager we got ripped off. But it never happened. The devil stopped the whole thing. And I came out, the cop told me, if I see you back in this store, I'll have to arrest you. Me. I'm the one that got stolen from. And the cop ends up telling me, if I catch you back in this store, I'm going to have to arrest you. Because I got a beard and a long mustache, And I'm a musician, I'm a hippie to him, He guards that store every night, drives around and makes sure nobody's breaking into it. They pay big taxes, believe me. Johnson City. So he was looking for an excuse to get me. The reason why I called the cops to bring them in, because they not only stole $100 on my pile. When I wanted my amplifier, I told them to put it in the back of I had an 800 brand new amplifier, acoustic too, made by Fender, man. They're a beautiful amplifier. Well, I had one there, and I was checking gonna get a microphone for it. So I brought it in, because it's easy to, only weighs 23 pounds or something like that. Nice amplifier too. Got 4 speakers. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 speakers in it. It might be one. I can't get it. But anyways, I told him to put that in the back of my truck because I was checking out microphones too. Because I got spinal stenosis. And it was just hard for me. I had a piano I had to put back there and everything. So they loaded my truck up and I took off. I got home and I looked in the back of the truck. After they ripped me for the $100, right? Actually cost me $200 because I had to put money back in. And he stole money on my other pile. I had 3 piles, 250s in each pile. That's $300. I looked him in the eye and I said, $300, right? He goes, yep. I said, how much more? He goes, $68 more. Because I had some trade in too. I was buying this Casario organ, right? Piano organ. So, $68 more. So I gave him a $72 tip. And I says, oh, I forgot, I got to go get a tuner. So I ran around, and I was gone about a minute, 2 minutes, whatever it was. Come back, and he's looking at me, he's like looking at me. Got tattoos from head to toe. His fingernails are black. Black, painted black. You know, and he's just standing there, and he goes, you're $100 short. And I looked at him and said, what are you talking about? Those last 250s you put down, 50, 50, 50. They weren't 50s, they were 20s. And I thought for a second, I said, oh, this guy's stupid. I'm $100 short, huh? Because those are 220s instead of 250s. He's going to be assistant manager too. He don't know how to subtract. Because what happens is, he took those 250s. He's got it in his head. He took those 250s, slipped them in his pocket, went over to my pile, which my wallet was on top, and grabbed 220s, put them there. And he could have grabbed some other things out of there too, but I was so upset I didn't count. To this day, I don't know if he got more than what he got me for. He says, you're $100 short. I says, those weren't 250s, they were 220s. I says, well, think about it. $100 short, because they were supposed to be 250s, but they're only 220s. That would make it, I'm only $60 short, idiot. You put those 250s in your pocket, but you forgot to subtract the 220s you took out of my other pile to put in the place of those 250s. You moron. You called me names for? You called me a thief? You called me, I said I stole from you. He starts screaming at me. I says, here's the damn 60. That pays everything. Put my stuff in the back of my truck. I'm out of here. So I get home and unload the truck, and my amplifier's missing. I call them up now. You didn't put my amplifier in back of my truck. And they says, we looked around and there's no amplifier down here. So they grabbed me for my brand new $800 amplifier too. They were going to take off with it. But I said, that's it, I'm calling the cops. And that's when I called the police department, Johnson City. I called the sheriff's department first, and they said, that's not our case. They had to call Johnson City. So I went, knocked on the door, and nobody answered. I went and sat in my truck. Then a car pulled up. Said, can I help you? And I gave him my card, for my business card. Well, I was a broker and had a tie on and suit. And I said, I'm a musician now, and I'm making videos. So, but I need to get my amplifier from Guitar Center. And he says, well, what happened? And I says, well, I told him the story. And so he takes my card and he goes inside for a while and he comes back out and he says, okay, we'll go over there. I'll be all going. I don't want you to say nothing. I do all the talking. That's an order now from a police officer. Because if I would have got in there and that guy rabble-roused me because he pointed at me and said, I don't want that man back in my store. Pointing at me like that. He don't even know me. He was out to dinner with his father and mother. But his 2 associates that he hired were crooks. And that's what was wrong with their company. They're $45 million in the red because they hire musicians and the musicians don't have money. Most of them, unless they're good, they play good, they get a pretty good paycheck. But most of them don't. And they're trying to get good, but they need good equipment. So what do? They get a job in a music store. And they do it, oh, Mr. Oh, that's a good employee. Oh, he does everything right. But he's got guitars that were on the wall in cases in the back where nobody knows that they're in the case. Because when the manager leaves, they don't have cameras and everything, and they stick that case in his trunk. That's how they get ripped. $45 million in the red Guitar Center. And then he just partnered up with another company. Forgot who it was, Cracker Barrel or something like that. I don't know who it was, somebody. They partnered up with them because they were going down. They were 45 in the red, 45 million from being stolen from. Because musicians, they don't have any money. They see that guitar, if I had that guitar, man, would that sound good? That's a good quality guitar. I'd sound like $1 million on that, baby. I'll get that. Oh, I need a big amplifier. Oh, there's one over there. I'll grab that one too while I'm working here. Like one guy gave an excuse. He comes up because when I bought my D'Angelica guitar, it's called the Angelica. Boy, is that nice guitar. Man, I cook on it. I didn't know the quality of a guitar makes you sound better. How much it does make it sound better. And how you can play the chords. And if you're amplified, man, you hardly even have to touch the thing. And it just screams out a song for you. All them years, 30 years, I had a plunkety-plunk acoustic guitar. Plunkety-plunk. It was beautiful. It was the most beautiful guitar on the market. Had a 3-piece rosewood back to it. They're outlawed. You can't bring rosewood in the United States anymore. It was a Fender. And it was all inlaid with mother of pearl front and back. And a circle, everything. Everything was mother of pearl, even on the frets. Even the name and everything all the way around the top. It was a beautiful guitar. The guy, he couldn't sell it. And I was laying in the shop there up because it was just too expensive back then. $1,000 guitar in San Francisco that's where I bought my first guitar, San Francisco. And then I bought the Fenders, the 2 Fenders. I bought a 12-string Fender for Susan, which was hulky and bulky. I should have bought a Guild 12-string. They're nice guitars. I'm happy with mine, even though I treat it like a dog. Throw it and let it fall and everything else. I got to put new strings on it now. I play with it. It's my jam guitar. I'm going to die. I don't care what. This is the guitar I play. You want to play it? You want to hang it on the wall? If I'm famous or something. Yeah. I got plans. I'm going to be famous. If I'm famous, I got this jar. It's a vitamin jar. It's green. You can see through it, right? It's big. Pretty big. Nice and round, it's pretty big, yeah. It's full of all my hair. I clean my brush out. Every time I comb my hair, I clean my brush out, and I've been doing it for years now. And I take it out and I roll it up in a little ball, and I put it in that vitamin container. It has a relic of Padre Pio in it. He's sticking in it, right? And then all my hairballs and everything over the years, I've been pushing them in, stuffing them in, pushing them in, stuffing them in, stuffing them in, stuffing them in. I mean, it's packed tight with my hair. That whole bottle's full of my hairballs that I get off the brush and I twist them into little hairballs, put them in that thing. So if I get to be a saint, they'll have relics, I know it sounds funny, don't it? What if it happens and it really happens? What if I am a saint and I don't know it? There's poets. He's a poet and he don't know it. Yeah. I could be a saint. Don't know it. I've been I've been celibate 25 plus years. 3 or 4 more onto that. Man, I didn't keep date of it, and I just know about when she had her hysterectomy. That's when I became celibate, and she became celibate. And we've been living as husband and wife, hermitess and a hermit. I'm a hermit, she's a hermitess. The only people that knock on our door are her sisters, her one sister and her niece. That's the only people that knock on our door. We don't have anybody else. Nobody, anybody in the family. They got their own thing. They're doing, life is cumbersome. You got to be out there, and you got to have your friends. You got to have your own life. Can't go back to Uncle Bill and Aunt Sue and bugging them. You ain't bugging us, Want to come over a cup of coffee or something? But, they're all allergic to cats. I'm allergic to cats. We got cats. I'm allergic to them. But I put up with them. My wife loves them. They sleep with her. Jeepers. She loves them. They're like her children. And she didn't have children. So I'm not going to take them away from her. You got to get rid of the cats because I'm allergic, honey. No, that would be a big argument. She'd hate me probably for the rest of my life if I got rid of her babies. Her little pussy cats. They look at me if I come in and you know how my voice is deep. My voice is deep. And when I talk up, they get up out of the bed. They scoot, And my wife, she looks at me. You're scaring the cats. Lower your voice. That type of thing. I got. Now my last name is Monteleone. I'm a mountain lion. I can't bark in my own. I can't roar in my own house. The cats hear me roar and they run, And then I gotta pay, my wife, you're scaring my babies. Don't lower your voice. Stay out of here. What are you here for? Shit. It's over. It's over. But it's not over until it's over. One of us has got to go pretty soon. I thought it was going to be me. But then I got anointing of the sick from a priest at St. Mary's. Had a big sacred heart, a big white robe on with a big sacred heart on it. Came out and gave me the last rites. I didn't want to die, I told him. He says, move over. He says, we're all going to die. Move over. I'm going to sit down. He just got through saying mass and all that stuff. He's going to give me anointing of the sick with the oils and all that. And that's a thing that you do. It's called the last rites, too. The last rites. Because I told him I don't want to die because I might have cancer. I skipped out on my appointment. It was today, too. I didn't go. Because I'm hoping that God's going to heal me. I don't want to go and be diagnosed as having cancer and then get depressed and then get really sick. Because as long as I think I got cancer and I have symptoms I do, that's not as bad as knowing you got it and you only got a couple months to live. Well, you'd be depressed. Nobody talks. Nobody. I got a friend. I don't know. I hope he's still. I have a friend that got cancer. He won't talk to anybody. He's Jewish too. What I don't understand is I wanted to talk to him, tell him I'm Jewish. I found out I'm not. He was my friend, I got kicked out of the house, and he took me into his house, and his mother and father took me in and let me stay there for the summer and all that stuff. And they were Jewish, right? But I didn't know my whole family before my mother. My mother's side, they were all Jews. Christian Jews from northern France, northern France, not Frank. France used to be called Frank. No, they name it France. I don't know, Frank, is Frank and Francis the same? Never thought of that. Fred is Frank, isn't it? I don't know. There's nicknames. I don't know what they all are. It's like I'm William and my nickname's Bill. Billy Boy. Billy Don, because my middle name's Donald. So they call me Billy Don when I was young. And I said, yeah, I'm Billy Don Juan. I'm Billy Don Juan. Yeah. Bring on the ladies. That's the way I was when I was. I'm not like that anymore. I was once like that, though. I was once a pollywog. Or I was once a worm, a sperm worm. And I went up the valley of life and crawled into a nest. And I grew eyes and nose and eyebrows and a mouth and a tongue and all that stuff, man. I'm a human being now from a worm. I'm nothing but a worm, really, though. It's more than dust in the wind. Because, there's some people, all they are is dust in the wind. They'll sing it too. All we are is dust in the wind. Well, I'm not dust in the wind. I'm a soul that God put into a worm. A little sperm worm. God put a soul in me. And he gave me a guardian angel to watch over everything, too. So that's what I am. I know I'm a worm. You got to ask the angels, what are they? Where do they come from? They don't know. That's how Lucifer got 1/3 of them. He told them all he was the angel of light. Everybody revered him as like, there's God, and it was Lucifer. He was the light of the guardian angels. He was, what was it? I'm not going to exalt him because he don't deserve it anymore. He was once beautiful. But, there's a thing about knowledge and there's a thing about wisdom. They're completely different, even though they're one that can't do without the other. But they are completely different, wisdom and knowledge, especially if you add the factor of understanding. Because you can have wisdom and knowledge and not understand it. What good is it, That's how I see it. What good is it that I have wisdom and knowledge? How good is it? Time to go to bed. Oh, I can't even think anymore. God. But I did want to play that D Angelica. I see it sitting there looking at me. I'll let you look at it here. Wait. Yeah, there it is. There. See it? That's a D Angelica. You can explode it, make it come up here. Like I call it exploding, I get it. Here, come on up here. Come on. It's got those pickups in it, nice. Oh, this thing is solid. And you hardly have to touch it. You hardly have to touch it to do anything on it. And it wails, man. It wails. There's a button down. I don't like this. The only thing I don't like about it is that button right there. It should have been a toggle, like you can hit it, flick it one way or flick it the other. And then in the middle is one. The one way is high strings, medium, and then low is up. For your string tonality. That's what you can make your guitar actually sound different by just turning that knob. Just turning that knob right there. There it is right there. Yeah. I had to redo it. It fell off. It's hanging from my guitar the other night. So I'm trying to make it so it sticks in there. And then I put some tape until I can get my screw in there. I got a whole thing of screws. It's got to be gold, a gold screw. Where am I? I can't see what I'm doing here. What are we doing here? Come on now. Where are we? Okay, there's the guitar. Now, over in the corner, I have another guitar over in the corner that I put liquid wood, it is. It's wood filler. And I put it all over the top of this guitar's face, this other classical guitar here. But before I did that, I drilled holes all through the top of the guitar, 100 of them, randomly all over. Little holes about that, the size that you could stick a, what do you call that, the plunger, what do they call it, pop rivets, okay? I put holes all through the top of my old guitar, the face of it, and I put pop rivets down into it, and then I covered it with wood putty, and it's been sitting there for over a year now, just drying and drying. I go in there and I hit the prongs that are sticking down I put them through the top of the guitar. There's 100 of them. I put them down there. I stuck my finger in and I went to the top one. And it goes, pong, pong. And I go to another one and it goes, pong. And I go to another one and it goes, pong, pong. So all those things that I stuck down inside there have a different tonality to them when they vibrate. And when I play the guitar, those are going to vibrate. And I'm going to say, and when I put a pickup on the guitar, it's going to pick up all the vibrations in the guitar. And that will be those pop rivets I put down through the top of the top, and they're sticking down in the guitar. They're just hanging there like this. 100 of them all in there. It's an experiment. I don't know how it's going to come out. It could come out like a plunky guitar. It could go plunk. Or it could come out like a resonating guitar. Like, what kind of speakers you got in that thing? Why does it resonate so beautifully like that? That's what I'm hoping. That's my daydream, I thought of it, I said, what can I do to guitar that's not normally done? Because everybody puts holes in them. They got these holes in the top ridge and on the sides, and they got different shaped holes, long holes on the side of the guitar. It's like my guitar you saw, I was showing you. And that brings the acoustics of the guitar out, echo. Well, I put 100 of those down in there, spread out. They're not right close to each other. They're all spread out evenly. And then I put mud over them, real thick, probably about, a half an inch thick. And I let it dry. It's been drying in there for a year. Now when I go into the hole, I don't know, here, I have to show you on my guitar. Not on that guitar, but on a guitar it has a hole, where the strings go across. Ah, boy, I'm getting tired, guys. All right, I gotta shut down, man. Because I didn't get sleep last night either. And I was ornery today, too. And I gotta watch my medications, because if I don't take them on time, I get jumpy. I don't hurt nobody or anything, but I just get jumpy. I'm on edge, So I got to keep my medications, calm me down a little bit. I got spinal stenosis. I'm not on any opioids. I am opioid free. Free. 2023, I was free from opioids. It's been over 800 days now. I haven't had any opioids. For my back, spinal stenosis. Doctor prescribed medications. And then I went to Celebrex. And that's a little pill, and it takes the pain away, but it doesn't give you the euphoric effect that, like a, what would you call it? I am too tired, people. I gotta call it quits. Did I sing? I didn't sing. I'm sorry. I'll have to do another one.